Welcome back to the UPBNSF Joint Division. It's been a long time since I've done a walking DVD clip of my layout, so I thought it was high time I updated everybody as to progress. Here we are looking at the eastern staging, which represents UP's connection into Canada at Eastport, and the BNSF connections heading east towards Minneapolis, St. Paul, and on to Chicago. So theoretically, this is staging yards just out of Spokane. So now we are entering the outer districts of Spokane, which is Millwood, and we have several industries in this area which require switching during an operation session. It's Empire Paper in the corner. We have a scrap dealership, industrial crating and packaging, Atlas Electric, and Spokane Seeds. The main line passes behind these buildings, crosses a highway underpass through the town centre of Millwood, continuing on towards Trent Avenue. So this is the Trent Avenue district. Major industries in this area is the Purina Mill, Univar Chemicals, and Mutual Materials, which is a brick and paver manufacturing plant. Crossing the Spokane River and into Yardley Yard. Yardley Yard is the major hub on the layout, and there is lots of action here during an operating session. The area consists of classification tracks, westbound and eastbound interchange tracks for both UP and BNSF traffic, and towards the front of the benchwork there's industrial switching, so I've tried to simulate the industries that are in Spokane and serviced by both railroads. Brentag Chemicals, King Beverage, Bay Insulation, all are serviced by either the UP or the BNSF. We've now entered Marshall Canyon. Now unfortunately I wasn't able to do the unique bridge that is on this part of Spokane, but I've modelled the UP line that goes down would be the northern side of the Hangman Creek in Marshall Canyon. The other deviation is I actually have a processing plant. In this instance it's a coal processing plant. In the real world, Marshall Canyon, there is no coal processing plant that I'm aware of, but I've modelled one. It stemmed from, I had it on an existing layout. I like the model, and this is where I could put in the empties in, loads out facility. So underneath there you have the hidden trackage that goes around to a power plant, which we'll get to. So around a sweeping curve and we enter Cheney. Cheney again is a reasonable hub of activity during an operating session. There is 3 major industries in Cheney: Yonkins Brewing, Cement West, and the ADM milling factory. That's my dog you can hear in the background. I'll just give you a look back at Cheney. So as we leave Cheney, we swing around a peninsula. And head towards Summit. Summit is obviously named because it's the start of a grade. As we're following the line, it starts to dip down through Hopper Junction, which shows a power plant, and this is where the empties come out that went into the coal mine, and the loads go in and go back round to the coal mine. From Hopper Junction, we follow the line. We're now in Palouse Canyon, across the Palouse River. That's where the branch line goes off to the coal plant. Rounding the curve. Through a snow shed. And the main line exits this part of the layout. Now, for those of you that don't know my layout, the layout is spread across two separate garages, and I have 3 connecting modules that join the 2 garages when I'm having an operating session. So one of the connecting modules connects in there, goes around the corner there, and then I have what I call the Yoso trestle module. And then we have another corner module here, which brings you back into the house garage layout room. Now I'll just give you a pan view of the house garage layout room. In the corner there, behind the messy tool benches is a spiral. So following the main line, which we will do, from here we enter the house garage, and the main line parallels the Snake River, so it's more commonly known as Snake River Canyon, and comes to the town of Wallula, which has several industries. That's a manifest freight there, waiting to get the approval to head towards Cheney. So industries in Wallula are coal packaging companies, and there's a cardboard box packaging company and a paper plant. So the paper plant, which I get into now, is the Boys Cascade paper plant, and an offshoot of that is Speciality Minerals, which takes some byproducts from the paper plant and turns it into calcium carbonate, which is then shipped to various industries around the United States that use calcium carbonate in their process. The layout leaves Wallula, heads down to a 5-turn spiral, which you can see there. Re-enters the layout lower deck, and you are now on the outskirts of Boardman. Boardman again is a significant industrial switching area during op sessions. Treaded rubber plant, which takes old tyres, minces them up and turns them into rubber floor mats. And then predominantly the rest of Wallula is fruit and veggie packaging. Boardman has a small yard. from Boardman around the curve, and we enter Western staging, which is UPBNSF in Portland. Well, that's what it represents. So that's the tour of the layout as it currently stands. You can see that I still have a fair bit of scenery to do, and signalling. I want to put signalling in at some stage, and there is also plans to extend the layout again and take the western staging, which you're looking at there on the lower deck, and put it back in the other room and basically create more mainline running from Boardman through the Dells down and into Portland. So the plan is to add another 100 feet of mainline sometime in the next 12 months. I hope you've enjoyed the tour. That's the layout as it is currently situated. It's come a long way from where it was 3 or 4 years ago, and still a long way to go. Thank you.